Welcome to the show after round 8 of the ITM Cup, where Southland's chances of a home semi evaporated with a loss to Hawke's Bay. In fact, there's work to be done just to qualify for the playoffs. Elsewhere, Otago improved their semi-final hopes immensely with 5 points at Harbour. Manawatu clung on to theirs with a gritty win over Northland. In the Premiership, Wellington far too good for Auckland. The Steelers made the Cantabs work hard for the victory, and Waikato consigned Bay of Plenty to relegation. Great week for Tasman, though, with 2 Premiership scalps.
Well, David, they say if the cap fits, wear it, and it looks like a good fit and well earned. You must be very proud.
Yeah, it's a great achievement. It's taken a few years to get there, but now I'm stoked to get it. Finally get it on my head, but probably disappointed with the boys' performance tonight. We just weren't quite there, unfortunately, and against a good side like Hawke's Bay, they took their chances, and we didn't really get going tonight, unfortunately.
Did you feel when you're coming off that things were beginning to change? Because it just sort of slowed in that second half, didn't it?
Yeah, we sort of felt like we came out of the half and got a bit of momentum, and then sort of gave a bit back up, and we made some pretty basic errors out there across the fields. It sort of felt like in that last 20 minutes we've been really good this year. We just couldn't get it all together, and we just they were really good at ruck time and probably got away with a wee bit, but we just couldn't get our momentum going. It was pretty tough out there today.
They came with a pretty clinical game today, I felt. Didn't let the fact that we're behind get to them, and built a nice momentum.
Yeah, exactly. We sort of went up just on half time, and then come out after half time and got a good lead, and then they never panicked. They just kept playing the way it did, and we probably kicked them a wee bit too much ball, and with their back three they counter-attacked very well and put us under a bit of pressure, and they just got that lead up and then just never really gave us a chance to get back into it.
Let's just quickly reflect on this wonderful tenure in the Southland jersey. What's your immediate memory of the first time you ran on for Southland?
We played at Waikato, my first NPC game. I played against Waikato, and I was fair packing myself as a playing hooker, and I hadn't really played there much. But I just remember the number 8 was Dion, someone, and he guy I knew well, and he ran at me, and I tackled him and thought, geez, this is not as hard as I thought it was going to be. So that's sort of that. And then as you get older, the sort of memories fade a bit, and you don't remember quite a few games, but to get to 100, it's a great achievement, and something I'll be very proud of when I finally do hang the boots up.
Well, it's a very famous shot. It's a bit of sadness for you, is when you were hobbling onto the referee shield in your crutches, but you played a part in one of the greatest moments in Southland rugby. Yeah. Obviously, that was the biggest highs and lows of my career. The high winning the shield, and low knowing that I blew my knee to shreds. But I'd do it all again to win that shield. It's something you really treasure, and it was great for the province. And mate, I hope we can bring it back next week and get that buzz going around province about rugby again, and hopefully that can sort of carry on into next year. Did you think about retiring when the knee needed so much work? You had basically a season out. I did, when the surgeon said to me it's the worst knee he's ever seen. It's been blown to pieces. So I thought, Jesus, am I going to play again? And I thought, I'm not going to go out lying down on a field like that. So I just rehabbed it up and got it going good again. It's probably going to give me a bit of grief later on in life, but I'll worry about that then. And you've had a good run around the super franchises. You've seen the world, haven't you? Yeah, I did. I was lucky enough to get picked up by 3 super franchises, and mate, I loved those years. And even though I never got to play the last sort of at the Crusaders and the Hurricanes, it was a great eye opener for me, and great for me to see how a different franchise operates. And I wouldn't change it for the world. And then things went against form again this year, because you weren't really thinking about playing. Suddenly you're on the park every week. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I wasn't even going to play club. I just helped the club out because we're a bit short, and then sort of got my passion back for the game again. And then they sort of said to me, like, we'll keep your number 3. If someone gets injured, then you can come in if you're keen. I said, yeah, I'll do that for you. And then Rudder got injured in the final down here, and I sort of ended up playing well enough in pre-season, and it's just gone from there. But I know, I'm stoked to be able to give them the opportunity to play again. And a word for the family, no doubt, great support over all that time. Yeah, they're awesome. They've all come back from Australia. A lot of them come back from Aussie today, and they've come from around the world. So, mate, I'm rapt to come back, and it's good to get us all together, and we'll have a couple of beers tonight. Well, Dave, no late heroics this time.
No, it's pretty disappointing, really. It's as a coach, I knew straight from the first 10 minutes that we weren't functioning in the contact area. We just looked disorganised, and it's disappointing, and it's hard to put it down to what reason. And again we had our senior players making a lot of mistakes, which is just put us under pressure. wayward kicks, drop balls, that sort of stuff. Just put them on the front foot and gave them set piece to launch off in our 22.
Do you think it was a case of them thinking they could just carry on where they left off last week without actually refocusing on the game?
Well, that's what, as a coach, you understand that this could be going through the minds, and that's what we talked about during the week. So we're not making any excuses. We got beaten up tonight, and in the contact area, our set piece was okay. We lost our 2 locks, and I thought we functioned really well to continue to get a good flow of ball. But outside that, in our phase play, we come distant second.
And we're used to dominating breakdowns with their loosies, but they had 3 good guys today, 4 even.
Yeah, sometimes I could see the touch judge telling them that they were offside or it's illegal going on, and he never did anything about it. So, but that's his call in the end, and we just got to adapt to it.
Just picking a couple of positives, I thought Elliot Dixon again a huge workload, and he tried to keep you in the game.
Yeah, he did, and it's. I guess it's hard on forward pack. Some of them are probably getting a bit tired towards the end of the season. They've had some big workloads, and I'm just thankful that we've got another few days for them to freshen up before we play counties next week.
I suppose the approach for you is you've got to watch some of the results now, but effectively if you go for the Shield and grab it, you've probably got both in your Championship and the Shield.
Yeah, it's but I'm disappointed more for firstly for the team, but secondly for the union and so forth. It would be nice to have banked that and then had a chance with a home semi, but that's gone now.
And having that extra day next week, the body's bounced back a bit better.
Yeah, they had 1 day shorter than us for this turnaround, and they showed up. So, to me, it's all mental.
Well, Craig, an outstanding result both in terms of championship position, but also the way you came back into the match in the second half.
Yeah, we just talked about wanting to build some phases. We probably gave the ball away a bit too quickly in the first half, so we talked about building some opportunities, and we managed to do that.
Both teams looked like they wanted to run the ball free-flowing, but it didn't quite work out that way, did it?
No, well, beautiful day in Southland. It would be a shame not to. And, at times we were a bit untidy, but the defensive side of the ball, we were really good, and that was pleasing.
And your key playmaker stood up tonight, Iowa West at first 5. He's just growing into that role beautifully.
Yeah, he is, and his goal kicking is obviously a really big plus for us as well.
Zach Gelford, they tried to rain a few high balls on him, but solid as a rock.
Yeah, Zach's an experienced rugby player, and he does the right things at the right time, and that's what you want from those guys. I thought all 3 of our loose forwards were outstanding. In fact, all 4, we used a combination tonight, and they were really good.
How focused were you on getting 4 tries? Was that a big thing, just one to the victory?
No, just a victory down here is a massive thing. Hawke's Bay don't do it very often, so it's great to be able to do that.
And a degree of comfort for you now, knowing that you're in the semi-finals, you don't quite know where.
Yeah, that's right. We get to sit back, I guess, playing a Thursday night game. You get to watch what happens now over the next 3 or 4 days. So we'll do that. We'll have a bit of a break, get the bodies right, and be back into work on Monday.
Because you didn't want really to try and take on Wellington, and they're in superb form. You didn't want to be desperate for points against them.
No, that's right, and it's a good opportunity for us. That's sort of big brother, little brother, and we're looking forward to that opportunity to play them.
Now, Southland pride themselves on their loose forward trio, but I think you matched them today and perhaps bettered them.
Yeah, we talked a lot about them in the week coming in. They've got some good ball scavengers, and we just looked to play our game, and the boys went well tonight.
I think a couple of the crucial moments were when you were camped 5 metres from your own try line and turned some ball over at ruck time.
Yeah, it was an area we've been focusing on lately, just at ruck, trying to send a few more numbers in there and put a bit of pressure on. I think it's coming along in the last couple of weeks, and we're just going to look to keep building that.
Very nice balanced team you've got, haven't you? You've got some firepower out wide, but some gritty forwards who can run the ball.
Yeah, I think we're just starting to click lately. We've been struggling the last few weeks, but we're getting used to our game plan. It's starting to pay off for us.
Huge confidence boost last week, putting so many tries past Harper.
Yeah, it's good to string a couple of wins together. I think we've kind of won one, lost one, so it's good to just get on the winning side for a couple of weeks.
You seem to be prospering about starting every week, and your game's getting better and better.
Yeah, I'm just loving being out there, getting to play as much as I can, and playing with these boys. They're a good bunch of lads. It's a good team to be on.
You got super plans in front of you?
I'm still signing with Blues till end of next year, so looking forward to that, getting back up there with the boys.
Making a strong statement that they might want to start you a little more often.
Yeah, just trying to push my case as much as I can and keep improving my game.
So Wellington will host Counties Manukau in one semi-final for sure. Canterbury will play Auckland in the other, and that's likely to be in Christchurch given they play the Harbour Masters in the last round. Waikato, Taranaki and the Steamers just playing for fun and pride in the last week. In the championship, if Otago bag another 5 points midweek, Hawke's Bay will need to take points off Wellington to deny the Southerners hosting rights in the playoff. It's a simple formula for the Stags to definitely qualify. They just need to lift the Ramfleet Shield this Friday night.